depends on the colony, because my last colony of Nido, I think I started with, I'm gonna assume maybe 16 people, and they hated each other. Most of them were the same people that are in this group. I'm hearing them roping up. My caravan's going out. You don't have enough food for this. Let's get this. Give me a hot second. I don't need to fill this, but I need to throw some berries at these people. This should get filled pretty fast. Just because it's on the edge here, but not everybody's going to eat berries, so hopefully somebody will start loading this up, because I'm pretty close to where storage is this time. But, yeah, my last colony, I started with like 16, and they just fucking hated each other from the get-go. No matter what I did, they were constantly at each other's throats, constantly fighting. There's constantly internal fighting that was just making everything really difficult. And eventually one day, I was just not well, and I just went, you guys want to kill each other, go for it. And I essentially just let them go, and they completely imploded my base, and the men in black and stuff tried to come in and save it, and he got attacked by some warg pack or something like that. It was hilarious to watch, because it was just ridiculous. But then I started this one with 21 people. Again, much the same people from the previous maps and stuff, the same map as Nido and stuff. Because the 21 people that I started with, I used Prepare Carefully to bring in, like, E and Nina and, people like that have come from previous maps I played on. And they've kind of been like, I like them. So I've recreated them completely in Prepare Carefully and just inserted them into the next map. I've been playing with, like, Shizuka and Amiya and... who's the other one? Shizuka, Amiya, and... fuck knows. If I find her, I'll find her. Not Labia. But anyway, I've been playing with, like, 3 or 4 people from, like, my very first base. Beyond that, like, for fucking ages. But yeah, these 21 people surprisingly just didn't hate each other, and it let me build. Like, normally what happens is, like, if there's infighting, like, oh, they slept on the ground, they ate without a table, it's dark, boohoo, whatever, right? Standard RimWorld shit. But this lot were kind of like, they didn't care that they were all sleeping in a barracks together. They didn't care that they were in the dark. Like, they seemed to be pretty chill for a while. And that while was long enough for me to get off the ground. Because usually any of my really big colonies, because this is my third really big one. This is my biggest one. But it's kind of like they have to sort of like each other. And there's not a lot of conflict there when you start. You can kind of like go from there. But essentially, to get this many people, I have been stealing everyone. I've done battles where I've taken like 21 people prisoner. I had some raid where I took all but one person prisoner. I don't take any slaves, like no super loyals or anything like that. It really just depends. If like the entire raid is made out of super loyals, they're all gonna die. Like, I'm just gonna sell their shit. That's essentially how it's gonna go. We don't do cannibalism. There was one incident of cannibalism, which was terrible. It upset a lot of people for obvious reasons. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a little bit of like management across it, but it's really a lot of like the colonists being like good sods themselves for the most part. I also have a system to weed out the absolute shit cunts too. So, like, for instance, you see how Turk has no medical care? I'm just gonna get a drink, hold on. So Turk has no medical privileges. And what that means is that Turk has done enough really bad things in my base to have all of his medical stuff revoked. Because essentially what happens is if somebody has, say, a murderous rage or slaughter or something like that, I knock back their medical privileges. They keep doing it, they get knocked back again. They keep doing it, it keeps going until eventually they have a fight and nobody's coming to heal them and they die. And they die out of my colony, which gets rid of the shit people. So apart from like Grasshopper, who I've been holding on to because he's a cook, but like he killed I think 7 of my cooks when we moved from the first location. I left all my cooks to the very end because I figured they could cook their own food to take with them on the caravan, right? And I had like maybe 1 or 2 people with them to disassemble shit. And we were set to leave and move. And Grasshopper went berserk. And Grasshopper just made it that nobody could fucking leave the map. And I lost like 7 of my cooks. And I had to bring back another caravan to come and down him so that I could rescue my other people and leave and stuff. I should have killed him then, because he's just been like doing this shit ever since. Like, he's not a good colonist, and I'm slowly gonna weed him out, but I need more cooks. And unfortunately, a lot of my cooks have the biggest fucking tantrums. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody else coming down to this caravan. I think so. They're all down here. Yeah, Odd's the last one. Nice. So yeah, it's a lot of them are just good people. The ones that aren't die. It's just sort of how it goes. And the best thing is because they're normally in a shitty state when they do it, or like they're in like a murderous rage or something like that. They're normally considered to be guilty, I think. So when I do kill them, when they get killed for doing something bad, a lot of my colonists aren't as pissed off about it. So that does help too. But yeah, we had to put down a lot of grow areas and stuff to accommodate how many people I need to feed when we had no food. And this is starting to do well. I don't want this to be all outside, all grow areas and shit. I don't want that. But I need that right now. And we're starting to get like, we've got like 15,000 berries. We've got like 38,000 rice, 14,000 potatoes. We're starting to get a little bit of pemmican. We've got like 3 pemmican. What else we got? 15 survival meals. 15 simple meals, but no like survival meals or anything like that. Eventually we'll get there. Eventually we'll get back up to where we had like 20,000 pemmican and survival meals and all sorts of shit. And when that happens, like we'll be pretty much set. And then I can look at moving again. Because like if we hadn't have had to have moved, did they just leave? Yeah, they did. They're out of food though, of course, but that's fine. I'll launch a transport pod onto one of them soon so that they can get food. But yeah, if I didn't have to move from here, emergency, because we had just moved from down here. We started here, we moved that whole base out and walked into here, and then not long after, RimWorld did an update for the 1.5 update, and my tile got corrupt, and we had to leave in emergency sense. We had to basically like only carry out what we could carry, and I just slaughtered a whole heap of like my hauling animals, so we didn't have a lot that we could carry out. And so I left like a fuck ton of resources there and infrastructure and stuff so that we could move. I just moved to the next nearest tile that I wanted to kind of go to that was going to not be glitchy. And this is that. So unfortunately, like we kind of almost died with that, because once we arrived here, everybody was pissed. Nobody had like a decent bed for a while. Nobody had decent food. Everybody was sleeping on the ground. This area in here was one room, and it was to hold the hauling animals, the prisoners, and storage and stuff. It was nasty in there. And I think it was also the peeling room for the kitchen and the meat and stuff. It was bad. Food poisoning is very prevalent in my base. I haven't got to a point where I've got enough steel to put down good floors and like negate some food poisoning. But in the meantime, because I'm actively out trying to get steel, right? That's what these quests are for. I'm trying to at least like make some food and make some statues and improve the base, make some tables and stuff like that. So they have the other shit if I've got the resources to make it. By the look of it, I might need to bring back more marble, though. Hold on. I'll click off something for a second. No, I've got marble. Somebody's just being lazy about that bench. It's fine. But, yeah, I previously had, like, all of my stuff up in here, and I had, like, my dining room and my rec room and stuff like that. What was that? Buffalo? Yeah, boomalope thing. It's fine. I don't know. Pretty much for me, the more people I have, the easier the game is for me. Because I always have, like, about 30 people, 30 to 50 people available to do anything at any given time around the clock, day or night. So, who went down? Why are you down? But yeah, apart from that, like, smaller colonies can be really, really hard to keep people alive because absolutely everybody has to be in working order or critical functions of the base will go down. If Mai goes down, she can go rest in hospital. Somebody else will walk over here and start using this because it's available, you know, so that is the fun part about it. Where is the steel? Well, that's pretty obvious. What is this though? Is this marble? Fantastic. I actually need to take back marble. Okay, so let's get you guys sorted in here. But I don't know, I guess like the other thing too is this isn't my first big colony. This is like this is kind of more what I'm used to. When I have to deal with a little colony, I kind of struggle a little bit because, I don't know, I suddenly have like, I need all these people to do things. I don't have the fucking patience to sit there and wait for them to do the things. Get you guys some beds over here too, as well. Actually, now fuck it, you guys can sleep out in the wilderness, it's fine. Bad shelves, thank you. My organizing pet peeve is, what? It's in love. Oh man. Look, I honestly still hate shelves. I'm gonna be real frank with that. I still hate them. I still like my floor storage. Ooh, ambush. Mate, Trogo. Trogo, you're a bully. Oh, you're a super loyal. That's fine. That's your fault for walking in. I don't see any extras, so this should be fine. They'll get close and I should be able to fuck the guy over. If I can kill him from a distance, they won't get bothered by his corpse as much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still one of those people that just enjoy, like, storing my shit on the ground. It's just, Mega self-revenge. Fucking hell, Fur. She doesn't have medical. I'm gonna need you to go drop your stuff, probably. But can you got 16 hours to live. I'm not gonna try to pull you away from this. Fur's probably gonna die here. Mind you, she hasn't had, like, medical stuff for a while, and she keeps doing this. I get that she does hunting. Well, there goes Fur. So much for getting the stuff off her. I was going to take her gun and her gear off her. That's fine. Instead of just Cammy, can I get you guys to come out here? Cammy, mate, I need you to run backwards. Fur's fine. Well, she's dead, but she's fine. That's just one less person that's on that list. Let's get this thing cranking. Turk, mate, can you do me a solid, mate? Alright, now, I think Cammy should be fine because the big group's about to pop out here. You guys can just stop here, get your shots on. I don't need to worry about that. Where's the other group? You didn't have... Oh, I had a fucking... had a club. Is nobody else... Nobody else is gonna shoot him. Alright, everybody else go ham. There we go. Mal, mate. Go. You two go rest. You guys will be fine. Alright, well, let's leave them to their devices. Chat too. They should be okay. I don't like the fact that they got a corpse next to them, but this will be fine for the most part. Hey, Zezo. I probably said that wrong, but welcome in. What are you up to? I'm just dealing with a angry Megasoft and apparently an ambushed steel site caravan thing. Apparently, so let me go back over to that. RimWorld been doing pretty good. We just lost Fur. I just need to just note down Fur died. Hold on. Alright. that's fine. Yeah, so apart from that, like, fur died, so we're probably down to 248 colonists. So we're still going good. I was hoping to get up to 250 tonight, but not gonna happen. That's okay. There's plenty of marble around, so I don't need to mine any of this stuff as well, but might set up a peeling station over here too, just out of interest. Yeah, RimWorld's been doing really good. The last couple of weeks has been like, it's been quiet. I'm a little bit concerned about, you know, attacks, since I haven't been attacked for a couple of weeks. By, like, the last thing I got attacked by was mechs out of the water, I think. Or, no, I got the rhino raid. That was the thing I got. I got the Manhunter Rhino pack. Came out of nowhere. But I'm not that worried about it. Like, if we get attacked here, I've got majority of my people are here, which reminds me, hold up. Is this full? It's full enough. Let's get you guys launching so that my people have some food. Sure. This should be fine. That's a lot of berries. I actually haven't been on a site yet to see something like this happen. So I'm pretty curious what's going to happen. I was just going to toss it in my caravan. But actually, no. Hold on. Before it does that, it's probably lifted already. And my caravan's going to have no food going out. It's fine. They're not that far away. How far? They're like half a day. They should be okay for half a day. They start eating each other within half a day. We've got other problems, you know. I had a villager die that had 18 crafting and suddenly I couldn't make armor. Oh my god. I haven't got to see him. I've never sent myself stuff before, so this is cool. Spoony mate, can I maybe get you to load all onto the animals? That way it's at least like contained, it's not outside. I'll do that for a while. That should be fine. Once my other group arrive here, like, we'll be done in a hot minute anyway. I've got like my best miners out here, like Sasha's like a 20 on mining. We'll be done in a few minutes, essentially. Yeah, I don't know. Usually whenever you've got like a little colony, your most important people tend to die. In this colony, for instance, my most important people are my 21 original legacy characters that I brought in from other maps. So to me, if I've got a choice between one of them dying and 4 to 8 other people dying, those 4 to 8 other people are going to die, regardless of what their skills are. That's how my colony works. Is I want to keep the original 21 alive to get them to the off-world flag landed ship thing. I will have a hydrate. Thank you, Albert. I feel like I can do with that tonight, the hydrates. So, you know how I said I use the, what do you call it? The super hot chili salt for my popcorn and stuff? My only problem with that is I've had it a couple of times where I've been eating that, and I do find I tend to feel like a bit sore in the throat after eating it, because obviously it's extremely spicy. It's like the kind of level of spice where like most people are probably not going to eat that. It's saying I can't cremate them. Why? Cremate animal, no animal corpses, human-like corpses, fresh. Okay, yeah, but is it? We might not have a storage spot for corpses. I know that this should be rocks. Rocks and corpses. Is this for my corpses? Oh, cool. Another steel deposit. Hold up. Mechanoid corpses, animal, no animal corpses, human-like corpses. Yeah, we're good for corpses. I just need somebody. Rose, can you do... Fuck knows if she can do, like, hauling and shit. I guess let's find out. Somebody... Oh, Malbro's doing us a solid. Don't mind. Malbro's on it. We'll just leave Malbro to do that. He'll bring the corpse down and he'll get it cremated. That would be why I was saying it was missing, because somebody already had dibs on it. It's fine. Where's the steel deposit? I need steel so badly right now. I legitimately don't care if I have to have like a couple of people out here, because I'm going to divide up this when I split them. So when these guys arrive, like they've got like a few kilos of horses, carry weight, right? I just got to get some food off them. Colonists, you two had a fucking punch up, righto. Hamster mate, can I get you to just rescue Eri? Camrod, sorry. What the hell came up with Eri? Is this called Eri? No, it's just a lamb. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. For the most part, my colony kind of is mostly self-running. Right? For the most part. Every so often I've got to kind of like zoom in and tell somebody to do something. Earlier on, when we arrived here, I legitimately had to sit here and hold everybody's hand and tell them to plant food and make food and build stuff and mine stuff because it was life and death shit. So I couldn't just let them go at their own pace. Like Star is somebody that just never does anything unless like I've got all of her stats set up that she's got to do something. But the other thing too is I also have a limitation of like in my colony, if I've got mining enabled, I only have so many of these in existence. You know, I only have so many research stations for intelligent people. I don't have always enough stations or tasks for the skills my people have. Like eventually I'm going to get that. That's why I've got extra rooms here that are empty at the moment. I have plans for them later, but I don't need them now, so they're just empty, but they're built, you know. I can come in and, I don't know, stare at a non-existent campfire, if that makes them happy, you know. And eventually I'll get the electricity. Somebody's making these. Somebody failed to make that by the look of it. But, yeah, eventually we'll have more solar along here. And I'll get turrets and like this place is going to be as lethal if not worse than Salvation, the first location, because like I plan to have turrets around everywhere outside the walls and we'll have so much electricity. Last RimWorld save I've been playing, I had a raid of 60 or so pigmen against my 4 good shots. Ended up defending a tooth and nail and last colonists who were barely breathing. Pigskin finally retreated. All my walls are collapsed. Oh, Jesus. Just the logistics alone of this place are quite straining. Sorry. Yeah, to a degree. Like, for instance, like the sheer amount of tables. Because, like, in the event that somebody turns up and needs to eat, like, they're not going to probably sit on this side, stuff like that, so I need to accommodate extra tables and shit around the place. Storage facilities, I need extra storage, I need extra cooktops, you know. I have so much grow stuff. My people that are planting and growing and stuff are always busy, but I don't have all my workstations yet because I just don't have the resources, but this room will be full of benches eventually, and I'll have a floor and shit. And then we'll be really cranking production. Like, I don't generally need to have multiple stonecutter things and multiple clothing benches and stuff like that. But because we moved here and I just didn't have, like, everybody had tattered clothing and, you know, we needed to build so many walls, you know, just a few. I needed a lot of these. Eventually I can dial them back, get rid of a couple, replace them, like make more medical benches or more, you know, smelters or machining tables. I want to make 4 of these fabrication things so I can make like, not the prosthetics, the bionics and stuff like that. Because a lot of my people have got like random injuries and I want to get like prosthetics and limbs and stuff like that all fixed up. Oh my god, Malbro's just finally getting down here. Poor dude probably wants to go to sleep. Why can't you self-tame? Thing. Oh, not self-tame. Self-tend. Holy crap. But yeah, some battles are insane. Like, a lot of the battles I've had since we were starving has been, like, really nice on us. Like, we've been getting little groups. Or the mech raids have been the 2, like, really awful ones. But, like, anything that's a bug infestation, a manhunter pack, people, all of those are fine. But the mech ones I haven't been equipped for because I just don't have much in the way of turrets, and like over here I just don't have much turrets, you know. Malbro mate, when you're done doing that, can I get you a cremate? Since you're right here and you're probably already a bit mentally disturbed from dead person or not, you're incapable of caring. That's fine. I know that it's supposed to be doctor tendering, but like whenever I see somebody who's incapable of caring, I'm like, me too mate, me too. It's just like, I don't know, I relate to that. Like, I couldn't give a fuck. If somebody's dead, just haul them off, drag them down to cremate them. Whatever works, you know. I have got a couple of limbs and stuff, bionics and prosthetics and stuff, but I am really saving those for the extreme occurrences where I need something. Like it impacts somebody moving kind of levels of I need something, you know. So at the moment I've got a few people that are walking around really slow because like their legs missing or whatever, you know. It's fine. I'll replace that later. I've got to make at least like 100 of everything when I do start making stuff because there's like 200 and well, almost 250 people, right? So everybody's going to need something. Like Cal over here, he probably needs something. He's got a shot off toe. Nah, he's fine. Mabro is committing it now. Whenever I try to train thrombos, it says failed, 1% chance. So I started with a couple of thrombos. There's a couple of animals I started with. I think Drooly, maybe Big Boy. I'm not sure about you. I'm starting to have a little bit of difficulty remembering which one of these are like the fucking originals, but I think Big Boy is, and Drooly should be. Yeah. So those two are original thrombos. I had, I think, 2 males, 2 females of like various ages. I had a couple of panthers to kind of kickstart the panther colony, and I had 2 cats. Maybe, I don't remember if I had a mega sloth. I can't remember. It's been like a year and a half I've been playing this one colony, so like IRL time, it's understandable I can't quite remember that fucking far back. But yeah, for the most part, we started with a couple of thrombos, a couple of cats, a couple of panthers, stuff like that. Just because on one of my playthroughs, I had the game randomly gave me a thrombo as like a starting pet. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could get that because previously it always just gave me like Labradors and like the little like you know, the yellowy round ones, the terriers and stuff. Like it gave me those, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever I get's whatever I get. One of the games I got given cats. I'm like, okay, cool. Obviously they immediately died and people ate them and shit. And I'm like, not as cool. But then like my allies, I went through so many things. Like RimWorld is one of those ones where it really surprises you with some of the shit that it does. Like for instance, out of nowhere, I gifted my allies a pack of cats in one of my early games because I was like, oh, I have too many cats. Like, obviously I'm going to share this and I'm going to spread cats to the world around me. Anyway, like not 5 minutes later, they transport pod back cat meat and cat skins. And I'm like, you barbarians, how dare you? Like, oh my God, I was so mortified. I'm like, my precious cats. Like, you know, and I just kind of like, after that, I'm like, nobody else is getting my fucking cats. I'll kill them myself if we need to eat, you know. But yeah, that was a little misconception of what happens if you try to like spread the love in amongst RimWorld. It's just kills your cat and sends it back to your skin, so a bit fucking morbid. But as far as RimWorld goes, I've tamed one thrombo myself where somebody had like a max level like animals, like almost max level, and they got inspired, and I got really lucky with that. I've tried like capturing them, keeping them in a room or a pen or something like that. I've tried like having the tame thing on them and forcing them to stay in my colony. They just rampage. Like they just get really, really angry and rampage. And no matter what you do, you can't kind of like tame them. I think you have to have like maybe an 18 to tame a thrombo. Like it helps if you got like a 20, but they're really crazy hard to tame. I've seen some people get thrombos come out of nowhere and join colony, and that's insane. I have seen people have that. I'm more likely to get like guinea pigs, or what do I get normally? I get like donkeys. Donkeys a lot join. That and like I don't have any wildlife on my map at the moment to really like see other stuff, but like I never get like boomalopes or boom rats or anything like that. I rarely get rats. I sometimes get guinea pigs. It all just depends on the game. Like I tend to get like a lot of a specific type. Beauty here is like about 3. I wonder if I've got, I don't have a lot of silver. I wonder if I've got, I don't have enough steel. I've kind of got equal amounts of steel to silver. I thought I could maybe throw down a sterile tile